What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher. I hope all of you are having a fantastic day, as today we are going to be talking about 4 things that will be changing within Call of Duty World War II. As we know by now, within World War II, there's always going to be updates, things that are changing, but yesterday Michel Condery reached out on Reddit and started talking about things that will be changing within Call of Duty World War II within the next month or so. So as always, guys, if you do enjoy the video, it is always greatly appreciated if you hit that like button. It does help out the channel. But more importantly than that, with this type of video, when we're talking about updates and that kind of thing, I want to hear what you guys think. So down in the comments below, when I talk about a certain thing that is going to be changing in the game, I'd really enjoy if you guys would leave a comment and say what you think about that. The reason why is because with Call of Duty World War II always having updates, changes, patches, that kind of thing, things are always going to be changing. And it's important for me to know what kind of things you like changing in the game and what kind of things you don't like changing in the game. So if you like something, let me know in the comments, and if you don't like something, also let me know in the comments. But without further ado, let's get into it and talk about these 4 major things that are going to be changing within Call of Duty World War II. So first things first, this is not going to count as one of the 4 things, but as we know, at the end of January, Resistance is coming out, aka DLC 1. Now, in this post that Michel Condery made, he said that this new content is going to include new multiplayer maps, new war experience, a new zombies chapter, and also events, rewards, and more. So, assumably, when DLC 1 is released, there's also going to be an event at the same time. Kind of like what we saw with Winter Siege. Maybe new weapons will be included, new character gear, new type of supply drop, and I'm not unsure at this point what that event will be. Maybe it'll be called the Resistance event. I'm 100% unsure about that, but we do know with this post that around the time of the release of DLC 1, there should be an event going on too. So the first thing that is going to be changing within World War II is a new game mode or a new playlist called Domination XL. So this is a thing that people have been asking for since the release of Call of Duty World War II. And that is the fact that as of right now, when you go in Domination, you get 50 points per kill. Well, what they're talking about is making a brand new playlist called Domination XL, which is going to give you 100 points per kill, which means you would be receiving your score streaks a whole lot faster. Now, what they talked about when releasing this is they are going to make it a test playlist. What that means is it's going to be there for a limited amount of time. They're going to see how people enjoy it, whether they like it better than the normal Domination, which I'm assuming people will since they've been asking for this for such a long time. And then based on whether the enjoyment is there or not, they may remove the normal Domination, or they may keep both regular Domination at 50 points per kill and then also keep Domination XL as well. What's going to be really interesting to see is how they scale the XP between Domination XL and Domination XP. For example, in Domination XL, are you going to also get 100 XP per kill, or will it be the same as the regular Domination? At this point, I'm unsure, but that is why they're going to be putting it in a test playlist first before introducing it in full effect. So the first big thing that it was changing is that they're adding in Domination XL. As of right now, we don't have a date as to when that will be added in, but they say it should be added in soon as a test playlist. Now, the second thing that is going to be changing is that, you know, that theater mode that's there within the headquarters, that thing off to the side that no one really uses? Well, they might have a brand new use for that. This weekend, there is a CWL event in New Orleans. It's where all the pro teams go and they're playing a bunch of competitive games. Well, that event may be streaming within the theater mode. You may be able to go there and actually watch the event instead of having to go to Twitch or having to go to an MLG site or something along those lines. Now you are able to just simply go into theater mode within the game and actually watch the event. Now, it's not 100% confirmed that this will be in there this weekend. The exact wording that Michel Condery added was, fingers crossed, we are looking to see if we can live stream the event straight to the HQ theater for PS4, so you can watch it directly in-game while sitting practicing in the 1v1 pit or on the firing range. So it's unsure whether this is going to be in there 100% for this weekend, but we do know with this statement that in future events, this will be something added in to the theater mode within Call of Duty World War II. So thing number 3 is to 100% be expected out of any big patch in Call of Duty is weapon changes and hot fixes. So this is just fixing random things that aren't working correctly throughout the game, and of course weapon buffs and nerfs. Now, they didn't go into any specific detail of what weapons they're going to be buffing, what weapons they're going to be nerfing, but I would like to quickly just go into some introspection and actually look at what I think is going to change in the upcoming patch. So there's 3 weapons that I think will change and possibly 1 basic training skill. So everything in this video thus far has been 100% confirmed via Michel Condery's Reddit post. This, what I am talking about now, is just me speculating what weapons will be changed, since they did announce in this post that there are going to be some weapon changes. And this is, like I said, just me speculating. So the first 2 weapons are weapons that recently, one got buffed and one got nerfed. So the one that got buffed was the combat shotgun. It got added range, and I really do think that this is going to get re-nerfed. Maybe they'll add a fire rate decrease, maybe they'll add something to make the weapon a little bit worse, because on any small close quarters map right now, I am just getting obliterated by combat shotguns. They are simply really easy to use, and because of that, I'm just getting killed by them far too easily. And when you run into a building with an SMG or an assault rifle and the other person has this combat shotgun and can kill you from a pretty solid distance away with 1 shot, you simply just don't stand a chance. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the combat shotgun get a little bit of a nerf. The second weapon is the FG42. This weapon recently got nerfed once again. It added recoil and decreased the fire rate. So at this point, the FG42 just really isn't that god gun that we knew at the release of Call of Duty World War II. At this point, really not many people are using it, so I could see them giving this a little bit of a buff. Also, on top of that, I believe Michel Condery tweeted asking people what they thought of them buffing the FG42 just a little bit. What do I think they would do? One of 2 things. Either decrease the recoil a little bit more and leave the fire rate the way it is, or vice versa. So I'm not 100% sure if that's confirmed at this point, but it is definitely something that they may be looking at. Then the other set of weapons that I think they should really do some fine-tuning with is the SVT, the Gewehr, and the M1A1 carbine. As they are right now, they just simply can't compete with the other assault rifles in this game. Even the M1 Grand is much better than all 3 of those semi-automatic assault rifles. So I think they should do something with every single one of them, maybe a fire rate buff, maybe a recoil buff for the SVT. At this point, I'm kind of not sure what they can do to make those better, but I think they need some fine-tuning to make them more competitive with the other assault rifles in the game. And the final thing, and this one isn't really in weapons change, but it's the sprint out time. So if you don't already know, the sprint out times in Call of Duty World War II are very slow. Basically, if you're already aiming down sights when you get into a gunfight, aka if someone is staring at a doorway and you run through it, you're screwed. There is no chance you're going to be able to aim down sights in time, stop sprinting, and shoot the enemy, because the sprint out times are simply too slow. So people have wanted this to be addressed for a very long period of time to help the run and gun players, but they haven't addressed it yet. However, today in a post, they announced that they will be addressing it. They didn't announce whether or not they're going to be changing it. They just said that in a future post on Reddit, they're going to be addressing it, letting us know what they will or won't be doing about it. So that's another thing that could be changing in one of these upcoming patches. And the final thing being addressed in the next month or so is ranked play. So there's going to be several different ranked play changes, especially because at the end of January, on January 31st, it is the end of Season 1 of ranked play. The second season begins, of course, on February 1st. Now, one of the main changes that they will be addressing in ranked play is the fact that as of right now, you don't get any XP for playing ranked play. They are changing that. They're making it so you do get XP from that. They announced that that will be changing within the second season of ranked play, so after January 31st. They didn't give a specific date, they just said during the second season. So the only other thing I will say about ranked play is since the end of Season 1 is on January 31st, if you're one of those people who have been grinding it out, trying to get some of that gear you get for being certain ranks, make sure you get to your desired rank by January 31st, because after that, all of the different ranks are going to reset, and it's going to be Season number 2. So make sure you're on top of that, and don't miss out on that gear you want to get. So guys, that is it. That's 4 big changes that will be coming to Call of Duty World War II pretty much within the next month. But I am curious to hear what you guys have to say. What things were addressed in this video that you did like, and what things weren't addressed in this video that you would like to see changed within Call of Duty World War II? Is there a certain gun you would like to see buffed or nerfed? Is there a certain game mode you would like to see changed? Feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. I'll be sure to be reading all of the comments and answering some of them as well. So like I said, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel and like what you see, you can always hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all my videos. But guys, thank you so much for watching. watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, peace out.